What's up, everyone? It's Ron here today, so better get comfortable, grab your tea, get your breakfast. Today, we're going to be watching a Let's Play. It's going to be a long, I say 20, 30 episodes for Assassin and Empire on very hard difficulty. So, our requirements are hold 20 settlements include Egyptus, Palestinian, Thracia. Basically, that's like the somewhere above Macedonia and Egypt with Alexandria and all that stuff. So, without further ado, let's get into it. The reason we're playing on very hard, it's not really because computer gets any much harder on very hard. You'll be surprised. Actually, on medium, the computer is the most balanced, but on hard and very hard, computer they get buffs. They get a 25 and 50% buff respectively. So if you're playing on very hard, the computer units they're 1.5 times stronger than they normally are on stat paper. So, how would you start a very hard gameplay? Basically, the idea is that you need to kind of like the first turn, it's gonna make or break the whole game. That's the way I see it. Like if you do the first turn really well, you're gonna just skyrocket. And my goal is 30 turns, capture 25 regions, up including here. So up all this, up to the Gothlands and Macedonia, all the Asia Minor and Egypt, all to Alexandria and Babylon and perhaps here. Babylon is like somewhere here, I think. This is where's Tigris and Euphrates? I think. Oh, it should be actually right here. This is Babylon, right here, because this is Tigr, and this is Euphrat, the two rivers, and Babylon should be somewhere around there. Either way around. So, uh, basically, if you look at all these units here, all these Levi Spearmen, look at their upkeep, 216. If we look at our financial status, it's our army upkeep is 8,000 right now, so that's 8,000 gold each turn. We just don't really have because we're wasting it on spearmen. And by the time these spearmen say like, let's try like one, two, three, four, five, six, it's gonna be like this is the fifth turn. This is gonna be the sixth. It's gonna take 6 turns for these spearmen to reach where I actually need them to get, and that's just like for each unit, that's already 1,000 gold. Multiply that by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and there's like 15 units all around. That's 15,000 gold we will not have in 5 turns, which is really important. Like, that's 15,000 gold. That's 15,000. That's 3 really good buildings we can build, or 5 modestly good buildings. So yeah, we're just disbanding everyone. Clibanarii, they're pretty good. Like, these units, we're not going to be able to train them for a while, so I'm not going to disband these guys just yet. They're going to be the backbone of the whole Persian army. Levi Spearman, as I said, disband all these guys, uh, just due to the fact that archers, even though their upkeep is 120, it's just I have no use for them right now. Like, I have use for archers here, but by the time these archers get here, all of this, probably in 5 turns, all of this area, and maybe down here, it's all gonna be conquered. So like, I don't really, well, I won't really need them by that time. I believe there's a settlement somewhere here. I think there it is. All right, so let's put a few battering rams in here. We don't really need battering rams, and this is a horse unit, the Factionaire. Well, it's actually the Clibnari Immortals, I think. Yeah, Clibnari Immortals. These guys are real badasses. You guys are gonna see them later. These guys are just gonna plow through literally all of the enemy lines because mainly because their total defense is 30. That's like where all this is coming from. Either way, we're just gonna starve this settlement out and hope they're gonna charge us in 5 turns, and we're probably gonna get it. But doing the whole regular disbanding. I will keep the peasants, just because peasants upkeep it's like what 36. Recruitment cost 80. For sit like here, Arcasia, like see the public order, it's dropping. So we'll just recruit a peasant for 80. It's not gonna be a big blow to our um, financial career thing. Also, one thing you also need to look out for is the tax rate. That's really another interesting point in Total War games because if you're having a long campaign for like, I don't know, 50 turns, 100 turns, I consider that long. Okay, let's kill this guy. As I said, if you're having a campaign for 50 turns, maybe 100 turns, then your population it's gonna grow, and you need to keep your taxes on low, preferably. Not only because it gives a good public order and you have less chances of rebels spawning, But also because when you have lower taxes, your population growth, like I'll show you here. See, like normal tax rate, population grow 1%. We change it to low, public order 115, population grow 1.5, and this will play a really good game for you later on if you have at like turn 50, 60, because all of your cities are going to be insanely overpopulated. That'll be slightly harder to keep public order, but you just recruit peasants. Like you just stack this whole thing with peasants, and it's going to cost you as much as like one unit of mounted slingers or whatever. So yeah, and your population order is gonna it's gonna be slightly harder to control, but your whole population, it's going to be generating a lot of taxes, and taxes is probably your second biggest source of income, at least for the Sassanid Empire. For the Roman Empire, I would imagine it's the first one, for the Western one, because they have so many people everywhere. But for Sassanids, our main gold income, actually, it's going to be the Golden Road, basically the road from Asia into Europe. This one. These royal roads, swift movement, blah 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 blah. So basically, this is the gold road. This is where all the silks, all the spices, everything was traded through from here into Europe and from Africa. So all the trading routes from all directions, they come through here. They come through us. So that's where all of our gold is going to be coming from. Eventually, at a later point. So we need to get this general to the front lines as soon as possible because we do not have a general at the front lines yet. So we're just gonna put a watchtower. Not really because watchtowers are like really important. No, 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 no. But just because I like to see what's going on in my territory. It looks pretty. It's only 200 gold. I can tolerate that. Nothing too extreme. These guys, I'm not gonna disband them because they're gonna be also my another backbone until I get my cataphracts and all that really heavy cav going. If we don't have a garrison in a city, that's completely fine. Like, nothing really is gonna happen there. Rebels don't really take your settlements. So, what's happening here? Diplomat. Let's try to reason with the Romans before we kill them. There's Antioch. How about we get a... what do you give us a region? Can, they cannot give us Antioch, right? No. Okay, let's try to for Khazera. Uh, Ceasefire, accept, or we will attack. Let's see what they say to that. We see no need to enter fighting just yet. Well, shoot. Okay. Let's see what you say when my army is gonna be invading your place of living. Okay, so we're gonna recruit some archers here, some archers here too, and I think that's pretty much done for our first turn actually. Low tax rate, medium tax rate, normal tax rate. Yep. Oh, no, we're not done actually. We need to put a watchtower. Mm, never mind, we can't. Oh, there's a spy. Okay, I believe there's like a settlement somewhere up here, I think. I might be completely wrong on that. So we can try moving it around here. That might be an interesting idea. Move it into here. Something pretty interesting. Interesting. Okay, so we do need to capture all of Saudi Arabia at a later point. So we're gonna need to stage an attack from. Let's see. Maybe this guy can. No, we'll see how it goes. All right, so probably gonna pull the turn here. Sewers. Yeah, I don't need you, sewers. Yeah, we're probably gonna end the turn right now. See how it goes. The Eastern Roman Empire is doing some weird stuff. They sent a full half a banner stack to me. Third of an army stack, yeah. Alright, so they got Plembenarii, Lancenarii, and Limitanai, I think. What can we do with such a thing? Well, for one, can move the diplomat out of here, see what's going on here. Should we attack them right away? That's a good idea. Probably gonna can't attack them. Alright. Not a big deal. You dude, push further in. See what's up in there. This guy push further in. See what's up in there. Also, you can like put your diplomats in roads like this, like right here, and then they will not be able to pass through, like their armies. Sneaky, right? That's just how we roll. Okay, so like this would take two more turns for the attack. These guys getting here. That's just not really what I wanted. Like I can maybe can this guy get here in two turns? Yeah. All right, so I think what's gonna happen is we're gonna wait another turn. This army right here, they're probably really anticipating to attack us, so they will attack us right away. We will crush them at this bridge, merge armies with my general right at Antioch, decimate Antioch on turn 3, capture this settlement, I forgot its name, on turn 4, and yada yada yada. The Roman Empire is going to collapse right there. So we need to get this guy down here as well. Let's put a watchtower there. That's a good place for a watchtower. Interesting little oasis here. It's like mountains. Imagine just living here. Just like right here. You got a little village right here. It's like, that'd be pretty weird. Okay, so, um, do we have more Clibanarii here? Yes, we do. Alright, you guys come here. We need ya. Hatra? Hatra's an interesting city, actually. That's the first city that took the... Well, actually, the last city that stood against the Mongolian invasion. The huge Mongolian invasion when Genghis Khan and all his sons and followers, they attacked. They destroyed all of China, so they came to Persia. They stopped at Hatra, because Hatra was a huge city by that time. It had huge walls that were like 30, 40, 50 feet tall, and probably like, I want to say, 7 feet, 8 feet wide, so there was no way Mongols with archers could penetrate through that. So what they did actually was the Mongols, they were sneaky sneaky, so they came to the imams, the priests for Persia, Persian priests, and they're like, you know, not all of your people, they're going to be spared if you open the gates and let the Mongolian army in. However, if you do not, we're going to continue sieging the city and you're all going to starve and everyone inside is going to die. And that city had a standing army of like 1 million inside, so it was huge. And Mongols, they barely had around like 300,000 soldiers, so what happened was the first imams were like, no, nothing's gonna happen. We're not gonna open the gates of the city, which was smart. So the Mongols, they sent out little armies, like 3,000, riding around the walls at all times, and they just switched those armies like constantly. And those people, those horse archers, they shot up the walls and people on the walls and through the walls and over the walls, and they just did this for a month, just continuously, day and night, just horses riding around the city. And what happened was the imams were like, no, we need to stop this. So they opened the gates, the Mongols' army came in, and they literally massacred everyone inside. How pretty, eh? Either way, I'm probably going to end this episode right now, but when we're going to come back, I'm going to pull the turn, and we are going to attack the Eastern... Well, actually, they're going to attack me, and then we're going to retaliate and have a massive counterattack and just wipe all this out. Alright, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and definitely come back for part 2. Cheers.